Alright, this is Andrew with Joda Home Inspections. Today is January 26th, 2026, and we're at 1014 Beverly Way. We have the camera pushed out 33 feet to the city connection, and now we're going to pull it back and record it and see what we find. So this first connection point is called the nose on. This is where it goes from your lateral line into the main city line, and it looks like a good connection there. Right off the bat, a little bit of standing water. Looks like a lot of it's just flowing water, which is fine. I run water to help push the camera out. But one thing we're going to see a lot of here is standing water where you have bellies or flat spots. And you always want water to drain on its own with gravity. You don't want it building up in the line like it is here. A little bit of a longer line. Average length of a line is about 100 feet. So this is a little bit longer than what's typical. Again, when it's covering my camera head, that's a little too high. Here you can see waste kind of swirling. It's not flowing water where it's working its way out to the city line. When you have a belly like that, grease can settle. That makes it more likely for waste to get stuck as you get sticky spots. And if enough waste gets stuck, it can create a blockage where it backs up towards the house. I would call this minor to moderate, but what makes it worse is it's very long. It's still slowly working its way out. I'm not running water anymore, and so it should stop soon. What we're seeing on the screen there, that's fine. And as I pull it back, well, not then. If I pull it back and we're still staying out of the water line, that's also fine. Alright, we're coming up here in about 10 feet. I hit some sort of a blockage in the line around the 80-foot mark. I'm going to go slow to see if I can see what it is as we go by. I thought it was right around there. I wonder if I broke it free. Oh, right here. I guess it was not at the 80-foot mark. I guess it was further in. But this is a spot where I had to really kind of work to get my camera to go over this joint. And then in addition, it looks like you have some roots coming in. It's hard to get a great shot of it because as I go closer, I go underwater. But you can see roots blocking a little bit of the pipe, not a lot of it. But the other concern is that it feels offset. And so an offset is where the pipes have slipped a little bit, and that's a spot where waste also can get stuck. I would recommend the insurance on this line, and that would just help offset the cost if there's any issues in the future. A little bit of build up through here, starting to go underwater again, 28-foot mark. And again, at this point, we're not running any water. And so anything that's, if we're going underwater at this point, it's because of a belly. The other thing that's tough through here is that this is going to be underneath the basement slab. Somewhere around here, it will transition. And so this can be an area that's a lot harder to get to. I would recommend having this located so that you know exactly where it's at, and then getting a price to maybe have it re-slope. But that's the only way to really repair bad grade is to dig it up and re-slope it. I'm going to end this recording now.